Dorset News Show. My name is Owen McCostas.
And my name's Ava Walsh.
We have a great show for you today.
This year's soccer season has been a very exciting one.
Let's take a look.
We have all different abilities out there. Some have played soccer since kindergarten. Some, this is their first year. So it's all of them have different levels, and hopefully each one of them feels that they have progressed. This is the biggest goal, is that the kids, the players, have a lot of fun.
What is your goal by the end of the season?
My last goal is, when we finish the season, is hopefully everybody stays healthy. I feel at this point in time of the season, we are the best team in the league, and we're proving that on the field.
Thanks, Skylar, Carson, Keller, and Sebastian for that wonderful segment.
Now we're gonna mix it up with the baking group.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
Hi, I'm Ava, and today we're gonna be making chocolate Oreo strawberry pie.
So first you're going to need to blend up 1 box of Oreos.
Now you add 1 stick of melted butter. Once you add the melted butter, you blend it up again.
Now press your Oreo buttered mix into the pan.
But wait! Make sure your pan is buttered. You want to press your Oreo butter mixture firmly into the pan and build it up on the sides.
This will be your crust. Okay, so now you'll be putting your crust in the freezer for 10 minutes.
In the meantime, you can cut up your 300 grams of chocolate.
So now you'll be melting your heavy cream and your chocolate on the stove. So you'll be pouring your heavy cream into the pot, and then we're going to put it over here so it can melt.
Fascinating.
When it's all melted, turn the stove off and come over here.
And take your crust out of the freezer.
Okay, so now we'll be pouring our melted chocolate mixture into the crust, and we're going to want to make sure that it's really even while we're putting it in. While the chocolate is settling, cut up a box of strawberries.
After you add your strawberries, you can put it in the fridge for 3 hours to chill.
When it comes out, it'll be ready to enjoy. Thanks for watching Baking with Hannah
And Ava. That looked delicious.
Next up, we have a segment on the Dorset Schools Student Council.
Let's hand it over to Theodore Miranda.
Hello, I'm Teddy Miranda of the 8th grade, interviewing Hannah Wise of the 8th grade. She ran for the position of president and won. So Hannah, why did you run for the position of president?
I ran to improve student council and to address the student body's needs.
So what do you wish to accomplish this year?
I'm hoping to find a different way of transportation for 8th grade and future classes to DC and to organize a Christmas gift fund for the community.
Hi, I'm Hannah Wise, and this year I'm running for Student Council President. I think that I would be a good match for the job because last year I had first-hand experience with the previous president and vice president. I believe that I can fix some, if not most, of the things that needed to be improved last year. For example, I will make agendas for every meeting, assign roles to get projects finished, and be detail-oriented. The biggest thing that wasn't valued at all last year that I plan on making a priority is to let everyone, on the student council or not, have a voice. Some of the qualities that I think I bring are leadership, organization, following through on commitments, creativity, and vision. Last year, I was a senior class representative and chose not to run for the executive branch because I wanted to focus on helping my class and being an effective member of the student council. This year, I think I'm ready to take on president and to guide other members. I have some ideas already for this year, some that were discussed last year, but because of time constraints were never completed. For one, Ice Cream Fridays could be brought back as a fundraiser for the 8th grade class trip to Washington, D.C. Lastly, student council is not just about improving the school, but about doing things for the community as well. My family did something last year called Adopt a Family around the holidays, where you essentially support a local family who is having a hard time putting gifts underneath the Christmas tree. I thought it would be important if each class adopted a family so that some families can enjoy the holiday season as much as we do. It is important that the rest of the student body is informed on what the student council does. I'm going to ask Mrs. Moran if during the monthly school-wide meeting she would let us include a short report from student council.
Hello, middle school. My name is Michael Alfano, and I'm running for student council vice president. Now, you're probably running. Well, why am I running? Well, I want to make our school environment more fun and an even happier place for us to come every day. The reason I feel qualified for this position is because last year I was a 6th grade class representative, and I've also had experience running my own business called Hogback Gear that makes paracord bracelets. So I think I can use that experience to raise money for these projects and get them done. I wish the best of luck to all candidates, and thank you everybody for letting me speak. Finally, I'd ask that you please vote me for Student Council Vice President.
Hello, I'm Teddy Miranda of the 8th grade interviewing Michael Alfano of the 7th grade. He ran for the position of vice president and won. So Michael, why did you run for the position of vice president?
The reason I ran for vice president is because I wanted to make our school a more fun and an even happier place for us every day.
What do you wish to accomplish this year?
Something I would like to do is create a Gaga ball pit and to also create a student council haiku page, which we would use for votes by the middle school.
All right, thank you.
Faculty and middle school student body, my name is Hannah Callan, and I am an 8th grade student here at the Dorset School. As a 7th grader, I held the position of secretary. I enjoyed it very much and made a strong impact on our student council. It is important for the secretary to be approachable and honest. I believe I have these important characteristics, and I care about our school and all the students and teachers that are part of it. I will make sure 6th graders and any new 7th and 8th graders feel welcome to the student council. As secretary, I will make sure that I listen to everyone's opinions and not just my own. And I will make sure everyone will have a say. I will lead with your best interests in mind. I will listen to any and all ideas people have about making the school a better place.
So Hannah, why did you run for the position of secretary?
I ran for the position of secretary because I thought I helped the student council a lot last year, and I thought I was really qualified for the position.
So what do you wish to accomplish this year?
I'm wishing to accomplish to really help out like the president and the vice president and to keep student council very organized.
Thank you and congratulations on winning.
All right, I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I know you guys don't want to hear me ramble on for a couple minutes about why I should be treasurer. So, as you can see, I, Ellery Stoller, am running for the position of treasurer. As far as responsibilities go, treasurer needs to 1, manage balance, and 2, coordinate fundraisers. Why am I qualified to be treasurer? As Trump would say, I know more about math than the math teachers. Believe me. All right, in all seriousness, though, I've got a great work ethic, and I've got experience as I've done before. What's my vision? To make Dorset great again. Why me? They love me. The 2nd graders love me. The 7th graders love me. Look at my 7th grader over there. Look at him. Thank you. Okay. All right, enough with the Trump references. I need you to stand by me now so that I can stand by you later. Thank you, Dorset.
So, Ellery, why did you run for treasurer?
I ran for the position of treasurer to help improve the school's financial situation and to help raise money for the school's wants and needs.
What do you wish to take out of this experience?
For me, and I think for everybody in student council, it's a great way to get experience for other life things and to gain skill from it.
All right, thank you.
Now let's camp out and watch the Chingatrick segment of our show.
Time for some marshmallows. Now let's dress up this show with the dress code segment.
Let's head it over to Kai Hansen.
Hi, I'm Kai Hansen, and I'm here with
Ava Walsh.
and
Owen McCostas.
do you agree with all the parts of the dress code?
I do not agree with all of them.
Please explain.
The shorts rule no company makes shorts that follows the fingertip rule, so that rule should be altered.
Okay. What about you, Owen?
Well, I also don't agree with everything because the dress code normally applies to mainly girls and not boys. Like, no boys have really been called out for it, and girls have been called out a lot.
Have you ever been called out for the dress code or seen someone being called out for the dress code in a way that's in front of a lot of people or that could be embarrassing to them?
I have never actually been called out for violating the dress code, but I have seen people been embarrassed in front of a large group of people for showing a shoulder or something.
Thank you both. Now let's go to Rosanna Moran.
Hi. Hi, Kaya.
Okay, so I'll start asking questions. So as principal, how much power do you have over the dress code?
I think it is something that should be looked at by teachers, parents, students. I think rather than power, I would hopefully direct, provide some guidance in how we come up with something that's mutually agreeable for everyone.
Right. Okay. Do you agree with all of the dress codes?
I think the dress code that we currently have has been in place for quite a long time, and there are some parts of it that need to be revisited.
Yeah. Such as what?
Well, we have a very popular way of looking at length of shorts or skirts has been the fingertip rule.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good one, but if you go into any stores to find shorts or skirts I think you could find, but shorts that would comply with that fingertip rule, I think you would, you'd be hard pressed to find them. So I think we need to look at that.
Okay. Do you think that the dress code teaches young girls that our bodies are inherently sexual?
I think that that is something very important that we need to look at whenever we look at dress code, that we do our best not to send that message, and that we make a dress code that is gender neutral. So, for example, we wouldn't talk about, girls' shorts need to be or girls' tops need to be. It would be across the board that there are no undergarments that are showing. Or shirts need to, some people have said shirts need to have sleeves, like you would need to wear a t-shirt. We don't have that in our dress code. But whatever we do, I think it needs to be gender neutral.
Okay. Do you believe that boys get distracted by our bodies? And is it our fault or is it boys' fault?
I think that is 3 separate questions. And I think that, first of all, that kids get distracted, period. If people are being distracted, then I think we need to look at both sides of that. I would not want to say that girls are responsible for how other people are looking at them. But the other side of that coin is, part of our job is to teach what professional expectations are, workplace readiness skills, and there are certain things that are acceptable and expected within the workplace, and I think we have a responsibility to address that.
Okay. So here's some quotes from students in Wisconsin. If you could read them and tell me your opinions on them.
Too distracting for boys is giving us the impression we should be guilty for what guys do. I don't think that it's your responsibility. I think this is used oftentimes when there's a problem, and then it's a blame the victim situation. And I think the distraction issue is different from a harassment or assault issue. And in no way, you should have the right to be safe no matter what you're wearing. On the other hand, we're all working together, and we need to, again, look at that workplace readiness and what's appropriate for the situation. But I don't hold you responsible for what other people are thinking or doing. Second quote is, it's almost teaching us that if any guys harass us, it's the girl's fault. No, that's not true. Each person is responsible for their own actions. And when people do things that are harassing, that are uncomfortable, causing discomfort to other people, that's their problem to own and to fix. The third quote is, if you are sexualizing me, you are the problem. And I think there's an element of truth to that. I think that we need to deal with it away from the sexualization part of it and instead look at, I don't think anyone would question that to wear a bathing suit into school is simply not appropriate for the situation. That's taking it to the extreme, but I think we need, the harder part is before we get to that extreme and coming to that place where, again, what's mutually acceptable and comfortable for everyone.
Okay. So those are all the questions. Is there anything you'd like to say before we end?
I would like to appeal to parents who would like to join us on a dress code committee so that this could be something that was truly community-based. I would welcome more students and certainly would want staff so that we can find a landing place that feels comfortable for everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching the Dorset News Show with Ava
And Owen.